Hello and welcome to Twillspiration. I am Dr. Tashna Walsh, and today we're going to be talking about something really exciting: jealousy. Jealousy. Have I got your attention? Good. Now, I had a message come through on my WhatsApp yesterday from someone who's asked me to address this topic of jealousy. And I'll read the WhatsApp message. It says, I'm working on a new project on jealousy. Would like your honest take on the subject. Are you a jealous person? Have you been jealous? Why? Can you give an example? And do you think jealousy is a natural reaction in humans? Is it, or was it worth it to be jealous? And what's your advice to others who are victims of jealousy? Now, what a juicy topic that is. Okay, so how to address that jealousy? I mean, what is jealousy? When you feel jealous, you feel like you've been cheated in some way, or you're not getting the attention that you think you deserve, or someone else is getting what you want to have. Um, and why can't it be you? Why is it not me? Why can't I have that attention? Why can't I have that thing? Why can't I have all that money? Why does that person get to do that and I don't? Why is my boyfriend looking at that girl over there and talking to her and not talking to me? What's going on? What is jealousy? What is jealousy to you? I mean, jealousy is just that feeling of feeling that you're being cheated, right? I mean, I should have looked up the definition of it, but I haven't. I suppose I'll put it down at the bottom of this thing. But I'm pretty sure the feelings that I've just expressed is what jealousy is to most people. It's a feeling of lack. It's a feeling of lack. You feel the energy of it. It's like, I don't have this thing. I want it. Therefore, I feel bad. And I'm projecting that feeling of that I feel onto someone else that has that thing that I want, or to someone else that's receiving the thing that I want. So usually when people talk about jealousy, they talk about it in a relationship. I mean, that's the first thing that pops up into my mind. It might not be for you, but in a relationship. I remember back in the day when I was in a relationship, not now, but when I was with like one of my ex-boyfriends, and and they would start talking to another girl, and they'd be there for a while. It's okay that they talk to another girl, but if they're there for a while and almost like they're flirting, and they're almost blushing, and then you're like, what the heck's going on over there? you know? And these feelings starts creeping up, like, how dare him? How dare him? Yeah, I remember those feelings. Those are moments of jealousy. Also, other moments of jealousy is like knowing deep down that I'm capable of more, and then you see someone get up on a stage and give a presentation, and you're just like, it's almost like envy. I wish I could do that. You're jealous that they can do that and you can't. And almost you have a little bit of venom inside you. I mean, it's terrible, really, but it's in there. You're thinking, oh, I'm not even sure where I would go with that. It's just that you look at them and they look good, they're perfect, and they're so articulate, and the words come out so easy. And then you're thinking, why can't I have that? I want that. Why can't I have that? But you're not saying it in a positive way. It's almost like, I remember feeling like that in the past. Not so much now. Not so much now. Now, because I'm gonna come into that in a minute. But so the idea behind jealousy is it's a feeling of lack. It's a feeling that I want something that I don't have. I want this thing that person has that I don't have. And if you remember the mirror, that we're mirrors of each other. So when someone is expressing something that irritates you or something that you're excited about, it's because it's reflecting something inside of you. So, for example, if that girl the ex-boyfriend is talking about is very pretty and she's very charming and sweet, then you're looking at her and going, she's cuter than me, she's sweeter than me, she's this, then that, then that. So you're putting yourself down, meaning I am not as pretty as her, I am not as good as her. Therefore, he's going to be more attracted to her and probably want to go off with her. And then, of course, that feeling of lack sets off a whole host of other things. So where's that feeling of lack coming from? If you dig even deeper than that, it's coming from a place of not feeling good enough, right? You're feeling that I'm not good enough, or that thing that I want is not available to me. I'm being cheated. What's wrong with me? Why can't I be good enough? And also it can come from the feeling that that's for them and not for me. And I suppose I already said that it's not available to me, or feeling that you can't create that that space, that energy between yourself and another person to make that energetic bond that another person can. Again, it just comes down to not feeling good enough, just feeling that you are mediocre, you are lacking. So, how do you deal with jealousy? Let me just read out all the questions before I go off on a tangent. So she said, um, here, are you a jealous person? No, I'm not a jealous person. And when I become, if for whatever reason a feeling of jealousy comes up, I deal with it there and then because I know exactly where it's coming from. I know it's coming from a place of not feeling good enough, And then because I've done so much work on myself to make sure that I know that I am good enough, I'm deserving of love, I'm deserving of all the good things. Therefore, if somebody is getting attention, say for example, my current boyfriend, if he was to go off and start talking to some girl, and he was there for a very long time, then I'd probably go over and say, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" and get involved in the conversation. Obviously, if I could see some magic going on between them or something, then it would give me room for concern, of course. But then him and I would have a conversation. What is that about? And we're open and honest people, so we are open and honest about these things. So it's important to be open and honest about yourself, because that's where it starts. It's not about him, it's about me. Um, and if I'm secure in myself, if I love myself enough and know what I deserve, then there's no reason to feel jealous. Because if he went over there and he's speaking to this girl, and yes, she may be beautiful and she's charming and she's cute, but hey, I'm beautiful and charming and cute too. So what's there to be jealous about? And if he is starting to catch feelings or something like that, then it clearly raises flags for me to say, okay, maybe this is not the person for me. Okay. I'm not saying someone can't be attracted to somebody else, but if it's done in a way where I feel disrespected, and we communicate about it and nothing is changing because the attention from him and the focus from him is going elsewhere, then who am I to change that? I can't force anybody to be who they don't want to be. Okay. I'm in a relationship because I feel I know what I deserve, and he knows what I deserve. He knows what he deserves, and I know what he deserves. So we have that mutual understanding, love, and respect for each other. And when you love and you respect yourself, you don't let yourself feel uncomfortable. You put yourself in good places. Just like when you love and you respect somebody else, you don't let them feel uncomfortable and you don't show any disrespect to them. So jealousy just comes mainly from one place. You're not secure in yourself. You're not loving on yourself. You don't love yourself deeply. You do not know, you probably don't even know who you are in order to love yourself. So it means that you need to go deep down, figure out where those feelings are coming from. And most of the times they're coming from deep rooted subconscious programs that have been put there since you were a kid. And so it's going to take some work to get to them. But the first thing is to be aware that they're there. If you feel you're getting your blood boiling, you're getting red in the face when, and some sort of act is happening and the jealousy comes in, then turn inward, because looking at it and giving your energy away to it is not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you, and it's not going to serve that other person. And if it's a relationship issue, then you don't need to be in a relationship where you're feeling jealous. Okay? Because if you love yourself enough and you know that you're enough, and that person is not respecting you enough to give you the time of day that you need, then you shouldn't be there. Okay. Or you should have a conversation and work things out. Okay. But trust your intuition, trust your instinct, trust your heart, trust the feelings that you're getting. Your feelings are not things that you're supposed to push away. So people are saying, don't be jealous, stop being jealous, stop, stop, stop. No, don't stop. If you're jealous, go inside and figure out where it's coming from. That's what it's there for. It's for you to look within. It's for you to embrace it and say, okay, this is this feeling. I feel jealous. Now, what am I going to do about it? What's making me feel this way? Why don't I feel enough? Why do what's lacking inside of me that is being reflected back to me? Because that's what that is. That's just a reflection of what's already going on inside of you. Okay. So, have you been jealous? Why? Can you give an example? Do you think jealousy is a natural reaction in humans? Well, yes, it is a natural reaction. However, like I said, depending on what level of growth you're at in terms of your spiritual health. So, if you know who you are, if you understand who you are, you love and respect who you are, there's no need to feel jealousy because everyone has. I'm a unique being. You're a unique being, and our life is unique. Our power is ours to walk into. So, no, it is natural if you are not in a place where you feel that you can deal with it or you're not loving on yourself. It's natural to feel that. Yes, you're going to feel that because you don't feel enough. But when you start looking at yourself and start giving yourself the love and the respect that you deserve, and you'll start feeling enough. And when things like that happen, and if those feelings come up, then you can deal with them quickly, efficiently, and put them to bed. So whether it means that you're going to walk away from the situation and not be in it anymore, or you're going to talk it through, and then things are going to change within that between you and that other party, or you're going to step up and give yourself what it is that you need, that you feel that is that you've been kept away from. So, for example, the speaking on the stage and going out and doing all these amazing things that I talked about before. If you want to be someone like that who can open a business, who can just speak in a crowded room, who can just make people laugh, who can do all of those things. If that's what you want that you don't have, then go and acquire it. Okay, we can all acquire these things. It just takes focus and deliberation, and we'll get there. Okay, so yes, it's natural depending on where you are. And is it worth it to be jealous? Well, to hold on to the feeling of jealousy is never worth it. Absolutely. It's, like I said, it's not serving you. It's not serving the other person. It's hurting you, in fact. It's hurting you. It's not hurting the other person, it's hurting you. Yeah, the other person, whatever they're doing, if they're doing it, it's making them feel good. And if they're doing it to make you feel bad, then again, it's hurting them, trying to make you feel bad. But you feeling bad is hurting you. I hope that makes sense. So it starts with you. Everything starts with you. You can't be responsible for what another person is doing. You're responsible for how you are responding to the feeling that you're getting based on the triggers around you. Okay. Um, so no, it's not worth it staying jealous. I'm not going to say it's not worth it being jealous because it's important that you recognize the emotion and deal with it if it's something that's taking energy away from you. And jealousy, envy, malice, all of those kind of things, they take energy away. They are not life supporting, they're life sucking, draining vampires. Okay. Um, and what's your advice to others who are victims of jealousy? Well, I think everything I spoke about pretty much sums it up. If you're feeling jealousy about something, then it comes back down to you. So don't tell me about the person or the thing that you're looking at that's causing you to feel jealous. That's just a mirror. The jealousy is just inside of you because you are feeling insecure, because you are feeling that you are not good enough. And so you just need to turn that around. Start feeling good enough. How do you do that? Um, you might be able to just go do some reading about it or get some help, speak to a therapist like myself, or join a group where people are talking about how to turn things around. I'm trying to think about a book that I could recommend. Baron Katie comes to mind when we talk about emotions and turning them around really quickly. Loving What is the book that comes to mind. But yeah, I hope that answers the question. And yeah, but that's what you do. Start loving yourself because God loves you. And just remember that the God source runs through you. Yeah. God is pure, pure, unadulterated, unconditional love. Yeah. Unconditional love. That is what flows through you. Things like jealousy just blocks that. So just remember who you are and where you come from and why you're here. You're here so that God expresses itself through you. You're an expression, an emanation of the life force, the beautiful love energy. Allow it to flow. And when you let that flow, ain't nothing gonna bug you. There ain't gonna be no jealousy because you know who you are. You can stand strong in that and love yourself because you know that you're special. You are very, very special. Okay, I hope that answers the questions that you want. If not, leave a comment at the end, at the bottom of this video. Please like the video if this has helped you, and also subscribe to my channel. I try to leave a video here once a week, and to inspire, to help us focus on the things that we're meant to focus on to give us the best life possible. Okay, jealousy is not one of those things, but it's important that we address it so that we can then move forward. Okay, shake it off. Thanks again. Thanks again for the question. Lots of love. Till next time.